guys. So just doing the water pump seal now on my KX250F, and yeah, basically what you saw at the start, that's what happened. So I've got to go and replace all that. So I'm just stripping it down now, which I would have liked to have shown you me stripping it down, but I just haven't had the time to do so. So it isn't hard to do. You take off a water pump unscrew. Obviously, first of all, before I do that, you have to remove oil, then you have to drain the coolant. Don't forget that. Take that off. I'm gonna keep my, well, at the time being, I'm gonna keep my clutch cover on. If I can't, I'll take it off and use it to wiggle around. I found some things that need replacing. This is a newish bike to me, so I'm just sorting it all out now. So I'm going to take it off and see what it looks like. So 2 of the bolts on the clutch cover are actually holding that top case on, so that's another thing. Take those 2 out. You can take it off, I believe, without taking the actual clutch cover off, but it come off pretty well. No gasket off on there, and then the gasket's on there, but I got a new gasket to go on, and that'll be fine. So hopefully that should be it, and ready to ply off and then find out whatever wonders are on there. So as you can see, I've now got it all taken out and apart. I'll give it a little clean up, taking as much of the gasket off now. I need to give it a little bit more of a clean just to find little bits by there. So what we got to do now is take out the cog, which has the spindle on it. I have given it a little clean up already and felt to see if it's pitted or grooved or anything. Sorry if you can hear my child in the background. He doesn't like having his teeth cleaned, but if you remember when we were kids, we had no excuse. Anyway, going back to bikes. So now I got to take out this first washer. Take note of which way it's in. So you've got the spring side, this side, and they both go like that either side, so that you've got the smoother bit inside, just for so. So we'll crack on. Let's just give it a, you can see the it's coming. There's one, just by there. Be good to give it an inspection to see where it went, but it's normally the other one that goes. Just have a little look by there, and I can't even tell where it would go. But you saw obviously why I changed it at the start of the video. So the next one is the bearing at the back. This can be a little bit more challenging. Mine are currently in the freezer, and I recommend that people do that as well. It just makes it easier to drop them in. Let's see how easy it is to pull out the bearing. Sometimes people knock them through. I wonder if there's a way to get that knocked through. Probably. Let's knock that through. So one thing I recommend then doing is get yourself one of your sockets. This seems a bit brutal of me to do. Place it on the top, make sure it fits around so it's not catching any of the metal edges inside. It looks just like so. And then give yourself a little tap, and it should come through. Just like so. Check the receding areas inside just to make sure everything looks the way it should, nice and close up, just by there. You got your drainage hole, and it runs through this passage just by here as well for over pressure. See if I can see through. Yeah, it's all clear. I'll give that a little clean up then, and then it's straight back for the new seals. So just quickly checking the bearing, just see how it is. And it feels like there is a little bit of play in it, but I wouldn't say a lot. So I'm quite curious to know how the seals have gone or whatnot. So alrighty, so I just got it out of the freezer. It's still cold for the time being, so hopefully I need to hurry up and skedaddle pop. So this is the first one that comes out at the very top. It's got the thickest of the rims on the new seals, so it doesn't hurt to give a little dab of multi-purpose grease just to go around on the sides. It will literally make nothing. If anyone's thinking, oh yeah, but you greased it in, not going to go back out. Trust me, it'll be absolutely fine. Give it a little bit in the inside as well. That always helps too. Just by there, clean up any of the excess, which you can't currently see. But that's fine. That goes in that way, so right and in. And then place that there. May be able to get it in with your hands. You may not, we'll see. Has been in the freezer, so I do expect it to be a little bit more restricted. That's going in nicely. Like so. And then it's all flush around. So that's good. Obviously, don't take any chances with it. See if I've got anything that matches the circumference of that. That is a 14. I think the 15 will be way too big. Do you know what? 15 just goes on just right. Obviously I'm being butcher again, so apologies if this makes anyone cringe. I know my dad would. That's in on that one, a little bit on this side. Just making sure. There we go. And that is in nicely around there. All lipped in nice. I'll give it my own little push to make sure everything is seated. I can feel it's just above that, so that's fine with me. Just gonna, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Careful of your nails on there as well, you don't want to damage that new seal. I can see she's fully seated on the inside as well, just by there, so that's good for me. Good as gold, you know what I mean? So the next one goes in then again, once again making sure that you don't have it that side. It's very easy to confuse on this ones, so just make sure you're going to make that going down in there. Yeah, I can. So there we go. Checking in there. Remove any excess of that. And I am pretty sure that is hunky-dory. Hunky-dory. Whee! In like that. Now this is the fun bit. Oh, that's nice and cold. Place that on there. Doesn't matter which way that one goes on. And she pretty much goes straight there. Will you go in with your hand? Almost. Almost. But not quite. It always feels like cardinal sin, this does. Just checking the circumference. What's a 17 like? 17 will do it perfect. Be very careful with this one, guys. Perfect. Now that is superbly flush. Get a bit of that fluff out. That's the fluff out. And that is it all seated. Perfect. And that feels so much nicer compared to the other one that had a bit of a kink in it, so it could have been very well that. But that is all this bad boy takes. New seals placed in. Let's get the rest on. Cool. Well, you're in. Are you sealed?